Where you call home might say something about your income or your culture. But what about the food you eat? Well, it turns out Baltimore City has a massive food desert problem. Catherine Hawley's here with a closer look tonight.
Jamie, it's a problem that is easily overlooked, but 25% of people who live in the city have a hard time getting their hands on an apple or a salad. Researchers say they're starving for access.
Too many neighborhoods in Baltimore have more shootings than playgrounds. Abandoned buildings and trash far outnumber the job opportunities, and buying a bottle of vodka is easier than buying vegetables.
Food situation around here is not real good. I mean, the stores on these corners, they got like little petty stuff, but it's no fresh food, no fresh vegetables.
In Midtown Edmondson, the closest grocery stores are more than a mile away, but a place that sells cheap chips and fried food is at the end of your block. So finding healthy, affordable options for meals is difficult and inconvenient for many people living on these streets.
I catch a cab or catch a hack and just go shopping, but it's expensive.
There's a few corner stores you can get food if it's absolutely necessary, but as far as fresh fruits and vegetables, you would have to travel and get in a car or take the bus or I guess get a cab or something.
Crystal and her 7-year-old son Tyler live in what's considered a food desert, basically meaning getting healthy food is a struggle. In the city, this is a reality for 1 in 4 people.
It's discouraging. It makes you want to move to a different neighborhood where you have more access.
But the problems caused by living in food deserts go far beyond not having fresh foods at your fingertips. And Baltimore City is very aware.
We've been researching the food environment for some time.
Amanda Bazinski and her team at the Johns Hopkins Center for a Livable Future works with the Baltimore Food Policy Initiative to map out the city's food environment. Researchers came up with 4 factors an area needs to meet to be considered a food desert: distance to a supermarket, poverty, vehicle availability, and supply of healthy food. Back in June, they released a report showing where the problem areas are.
Certainly the areas that we see lower income, there's been less investment by businesses and by the city over time, and I think have left some of these areas without the resources they need.
But it's more than just access to fresh foods. More than 1/3 of African Americans in Baltimore live in food deserts. So do 30% of school-age children. And the consequences are clear. People living in these low-income neighborhoods also have more health issues like cardiovascular disease, diabetes, and obesity, which means they also die younger.
There isn't one solution that's going to fix this. It's working with store owners, it's educating the public, it's looking at transportation strategies.
That's where the city's food policy director comes in. Holly Freistadt looks at policies and works on plans to get food into the deserts. The vegetables she's loading in that bag are a great example. A local urban farm grows the goods, and city employees who opt in get them brought right to work.
The city has a food desert retail strategy, and what we really look at is how do we attract and retain grocery stores. That's one strategy. Another one could be looking at how do you get farmers markets in communities that accept SNAP food stamps. Another strategy could be looking at healthy corner stores. How do we work with corner store owners and community members to be able to get healthy food right where they live?
It's easy to overlook food as a serious issue in the Charm City, but it's one that needs attention. And people who call food deserts home are starting to realize that.
Get the health, the right nutrition that you need. You got to have a good store with healthy food, fruits, vegetables, all that stuff. Our stores don't have that, you know, but hopefully we'll get that.
There are plenty of people here that would love and need the services.
The health department has been hosting bi-weekly virtual town hall meetings since this summer to talk with residents about fixing health disparities in the city. Well, this Friday, the spotlight will be on food deserts. The afternoon topic is going to be the food environment.